Imagine this. You walk into a room, and without a word, heads turn. Not because you've spoken, but because you carry yourself differently, unshaken, untamed, radiating a quiet defiance. Nietzsche called it the law of power. The world mirrors back the energy you project. But here's the paradox. Why do most plead for respect instead of commanding it? What if the key isn't in persuasion, but in the unspoken authority you've surrendered without realizing? The answer lies in a single, irreversible act: the truth. Society trains you to seek validation, to soften your edges, to beg for acceptance. Nietzsche saw this as slave morality, a psychological cage where the weak inherit power by guilting the strong into submission. But beneath the surface, your hunger for approval betrays you. Jung called it the shadow, the disowned part of you that craves dominance but fears condemnation. The result? A life spent negotiating your worth rather than imposing it. The cost is invisible, but devastating. This silent surrender warps reality. Like a self-fulfilling prophecy, the less you demand respect, the less you receive. Not because you're unworthy, but because you've broadcasted unworthiness. Cognitive science confirms it. Humans instinctively assess dominance through subtle cues: posture, gaze, the absence of apology. Yet most remain blind to their own complicity. The tragedy? You've been conditioned to mistake meekness for virtue, while the world rewards only those who refuse to ask. The escape lies not in changing others, but in defying your own conditioning. Nietzsche's remedy? Become hard. Not cruel, but immovable in your self-worth. Stand like a force of nature, unjustified, unapologetic. History's titans knew this. Power is taken, never given. Start small. Speak last. Hold eye contact a second longer. Let silence do the work. The world adjusts to those who refuse to adjust themselves. This is the art of silent dominance. Here is the revelation that changes everything. You are never powerless, only persuaded you were. The law of power is not about controlling others, but reclaiming the sovereignty you abandoned. Nietzsche's will to power was never external dominance. It was the courage to stop negotiating your existence. When you stand as your own law, the world reflects it back. Not because people changed, because you did. Now, who will you become when pretenses fall away?